pretty decent in these brackets thus far, but they're a devil to deal with. We'll have to see what a devil is to an angel. Welcome, one and all, to Grand Finals here at DNA.EXE, the season finale, the ultimate battle on Final Destination. Fittingly enough, Light needs to win 6 games. Angel, the Robin, needs to win 3, and here are the opening gambits. Starting to talk.
Yeah, let's see if in losers brackets the lights will shine brightest, or if there'll be angels in the outfield, and we'll get through to the winner's side. So,
gotta love that. It's gonna be the field of dreams for one of these two. So we're going to
or bad news bears for the others. So,
Sandlot. Anyway,
oh man.
Oh, okay. But these two have definitely proven to be a league of their own. As we carry on into this grand finals, we're gonna stop with the baseball movie puns, right? Is that like, are we at a daytime?
I've ran out of sports movies for the time being. So
I was thinking about just general baseball movies, but nevertheless, yeah. Again, first couple minutes have gone by, or first minute, excuse me. And relatively slow in terms of the count on the screen. There's nothing wrong with that. Again, you can't all just be whiz bang in your face, like less than a minute, 4 stocks or 3 stocks, whatever. Can't all be.
Not everything's a barn burner.
Exactly. Thank you. You have better words for that than I do, but please continue.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is, man. Lights has himself a pretty comfy lead. Robin's a character that's obviously not known for their blinding rush down speed. It's going to be a lot of set play, a lot of, charging your projectiles, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it, man. That's it doesn't make for very interesting gameplay, but sometimes it's all about getting dubbed.
Indeed, I mean it's the means to. The gameplay is always the means to the end, not the end itself. The end itself is a win. I like to quote Johan Cruyff, who's one of the greatest footballers of all time, the greatest Dutch footballer, definitely. Where results without style is boring, but style without results is pointless. So you get a little bit of both with yeah, right. You get a little bit of both with Lights, and it's not always the prettiest games, but then again, you have them up 3 stocks to 2, and Angel right now having a little bit of a tough time rushing in with Robin, and this is definitely by design. You would almost think that the games against WebJP were practice against what they were going to have to deal with against Robin.
Yeah, no, right now it's coming up all Lights right now. As Angel's been having a rough time just trying to get any semblance of stage control. He's really been playing inside out the first game here.
Yeah, it's such a hard thing to have to permeate as well. The circle camping abilities of Wi-Fi ZSS. How do you? I'm not really sure if this was the intention, but yeah, when you try to get up and jump like that, Lights is going to absolutely kick your head off the back air, going to secure the second stock for the ZSS main.
Yeah, again, just ZSS so quick to be able to get around the slower moves of Robin, and ZSS it's so hard already to come back as Robin, man, because you're inherently going to be slower than most of the cast. But a character like ZSS, I can just put the brakes on things so easily. It really makes you think, like, what can you do here? But Angel, I'll start with the first one, and then you can worry about everything else. Up there, let's get him on the board here. So.
Gonna try to charge up that old Thunder. You need as much firepower as you can get if you are Robin at this point. So that back throw going to give a slight disadvantage, but again, there is no such thing as disadvantage when you're above the stage as ZSS, or even slightly below it, because you have that maneuver right there, the down B of flip kick, that provides so much positional advantage at the press of a button. So it's a tough thing to have to negotiate, especially if you are Robin. Luckily, that 11 sword provides you just a little bit of range to maybe make it doable. You miss on the boost kick. You're going to get stabbed in the back at 2, Robin.
Yeah.
Says Light.
I was going to say, as Eddie Murphy famously said once, how do you miss? He was 3 feet in front of you.
Oh, I love it. Oh, Beverly Hills Cop, right?
That's from Mulan.
Oh, okay. Wow. What was I thinking of then? It was
I know what you're talking about. I remember the line.
Yeah, it was one of those like. Gosh. Either way, shout outs to Axel Foley. So.
Yes, sir.
Gonna get that grab in the down throw. We've just referenced exclusively things that are.
No, yeah, it's gonna go over the head of almost everybody except Chris. Chris gets them.
And this is why we get hired by him. So we're going to carry on. Angel has worked their way rather methodically back into this game 3, almost using the pace of play against Lights, though really Lights has no reason to interact.
Yeah,
you're going to stay on flat ground, though. That Arc Thunder looms large.
Yeah, and I was going to say, we are entering the last minute of play here, so if there's ever a time for Angel to have to turn up, it's going to have to be soon, because you definitely run out of time here.
You mistimed it just a little bit. Maybe you're trying to buffer that on landing, but Lights was reading that like a book and making sure that they were nowhere close, not even the same cardinal direction as that Thunder. We'll get caught by the Arc Thunder as a small consolation. And yeah, the fire is at the edge.
Yeah, in the last 20 seconds here, so Angel's got to make something happen now.
That was primed for a potential dare at the below the ledge, but Lights opting not to go for that. Maybe a little too risky, but I don't know. That's Lights winning game number 1, and that was about the prime game plan that they wanted to execute. Maybe a little sloppy coming up towards the end, though.
Yeah, as we're gonna take a look at this last exchange here, as the Plasma Web connects. But yeah, listen, when you have a lead, man, all you got to do is just, if you just got to sit on it sometimes. That's all that can happen. Moneyball, that's the other baseball we forgot to mention.
Yeah. No, that's kind of a movie that is surrounding baseball, not so much a baseball movie. That's just a good story in general that people can get into, I feel like.
Yeah, ZSS definitely has a high on-base percentage for sure.
Yeah, but
definitely sees a lot of works to count deep.
Yeah, she gets on base. That's oh man. But then again, it's Angel with that 11 sword. Robin has.
In a row we mentioned Moneyball, by the way. I think it is.
Say what?
Didn't we mention Moneyball last week when we commentated?
Did we actually?
I think we might have.
Did I? Man, I might. It might have been because I brought up like Jeremy Giambi or something like that.
That's might have what it was. There we go.
Yeah, so that's just one of those things. But Jeremy Giambi, former Philly, so
and former drug addict, but
I mean, whatever. It's those things are surprisingly that Venn diagram is shockingly close. Anyway, we're going to continue on with this game number 2. Chris, bring up the Gloves Off podcast so we can keep this off your streams. Lights again opting for a little bit more of the methodically paced match, but on the receiving end of the damage output here, at least during the opening proceedings of this match. Maybe not enjoying it nearly as much, but again, getting back to center stage, always the priority, especially with a character with a disjoint like Robin.
Yeah, this is at least much of a more even playing ground for Angel to play with. Because as long as he's an advantage, or as long as he has the lead, it forces Lights, by principle, to approach more. So it gives them more opportunity for engagement and the opportunity to swing and miss on his shield or something like that. The back throw from Robin will get the kill, so Angel finds himself on the board here, but bleeding profusely right now at 123.
Yeah, I mean, it's nothing that Lights can't take care of. But then again, when you have the damage potential that Robin does, I don't think you're hurting all that much. You can keep a certain range, and that sweet spot is going to prove so very crucial to your game plan. I think it's a concession that Lights is willing to make, however, because you have plenty of time to get your game plan on board. You're really only in trouble if you go down 3 stocks to 1, which, oh, just as I say that, that might be a very real possibility, Koopa.
It could be. Right now, Angel is cooking right now. The up throw not going to be enough. As Angel continues to add on to this lead here, Lights having a rough time securing the stock from the tactician.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely the brains and the buttons to match. Angel showing their stuff, showing exactly why that set that they had with Lights before ended in a 3-0. Lights finally able to take a game off of Angel in game number 1 of this set, but they are finally able to take the stock off and sitting at 153 as a result. Now Angel is more than content to just kind of sit back and let Lights potentially jump into their own death, perhaps.
Yeah, again, trying to hit DSS when she's jumping at you is easier said than done, but nice shot right there. It's amazing what you can do when you turn your targeting computer off or something, but excellent stuff right there from Angel.
I don't know. It's again, it's a slow grand finals, but there's always something to talk about. There's always something happening, and not really sure how many times we can call it slow or methodically paced or any of the other euphemisms that I show that I put out for these things. But I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Like you mentioned, what reason is there for Lights to change it? Well, now Lights is being given a reason, and that back air is going to put the exclamation point on game number 2. Angel rising up and showing, well, I am nothing with which to be trifled. You may have all the confidence from that loser's final coming into this thing, but I only have 2 games to win. The challenge has been accepted, and Angel spreading their wings.
Yeah, that was a statement game too. That was a 2 stock. So excellent stuff right there from Angel. Again, man, I always talk about that second game in a best of 5 is just so important. I said it ad nauseum, but here we go. Let's see if that's the kickstart that Robin needs to become Batman in this scenario.
Yeah, that's oh my gosh, that kind of threw me off there. But you're absolutely right. As I was trying to contemplate whilst stroking my beard, being the stoic philosopher that I am. Then again, it's Robin who's the well-studied run, literally throwing the book at him. As we are going to Town and City, gonna have to read up on the Book of Laws in this particular jurisdiction. It may well be different here, but the game plan I could only imagine would have to remain the same in some aspects. Cooper,
you ever been hit by a book before? It's actually very uncomfortable.
I have. It's middle school.
It hurt.
Fucked. Yeah, I got hit by a copy of The Catcher in the Rye, right on the spine. It caught me like right in between the nose, like on the bridge of my nose, and it sucked. To be fair, it was paperback though. But yeah, you on the corner.
You were definitely not a catcher. You were definitely more of a Rye in that scenario.
Yeah, absolutely. Catcher, I barely know her. Anyway, fair. Going to come out from Angel. That was a softball. Okay, like
you crushed him, man, out of the park. Well played.
Absolutely. So it's going to be.
Speaking of crushing, I was gonna say. Speaking of crushing it, though, early lead right here for Angel here, as that up air, the 11 up air was enough to get the stock done. You're gonna see Town and City here, obviously, Stu. Bigger stage for Lights to play with.
Yeah, but these sword swings are catching everything. Every time that Lights is trying to get back onto the stage, Angel is there to jump and swing that Levin sword and maximize the damage output. That was resulting in a full stock lead. Before that, only now is Lights able to catch the jump. Now you're having to speed it up. Luckily, you have the tools with which to take that stock, and certainly that back air will not miss the mark.
Yeah, no, whatever it is Angel did in between that first game and the last two, he's come out guns a-blazing so far.
Yeah,
but again, it ain't over till it's over, Stu. We're trying to catch a quick landing attempt maybe with the Thoron, but coming up short.
Yeah, Lights, having been put into trouble, going to get that jab lock into that confirm, that burial off of the ledge. That sentence did not make sense coming out of my mouth, but I assure you that's what happened on screen. And going to try to connect with his Zera to keep Angel at distance and perhaps make him question the recovery, but just like that, Lights is able to bring it back. 2 stocks to 1, but Angel is there to show Lights the shock of the lightning and perhaps bring themselves into a set winning situation in game number 4. Lights is going to have to rethink their game plan. 4 minutes left and a very even 1 stock apiece matchup.
Yeah, no, let's see what the formula is going to be here. Again, both players just, keeping it close right now. A steady diet of projectiles from Angel. Obviously doing Robin knows best, and a great grab right there. Misspace dash attack from Lights.
I mean, Lights knows better than to go parallel with Angel off stage because you know that they're going to be charging up that gigantic neutral B, and that would be an electrifying finish for sure, but certainly not in the way that particular set of Lights had in mind. Looking for the up smash on the platform, trying to catch a jump or an air and flip kick. Will not find its mark. Lights,
or he was trying to fall through the platform with an up air. That's always a possibility, dude.
That is very true. But nevertheless, Angel going to have to be content with the situation that they're dealt with. And they will not be at a numerical disadvantage, allowing Lights to perhaps select their opportunity to go in, or just put the mandate on Angel, which is not generally where you want to be if you're a Robin, especially with a character as mobile as ZSS.
No, sir. Ooh, I'm going to be very careful.
Well parried in the flip kick, almost sending them up and out. However, the large, cavernous ceiling of Town and City coming in handy. Going to try to catch this kill off of the stage. But now you're in a get-up situation against CSS. You're able to get center stage. Lights perhaps overextending just a little bit. Will that be their demise? You're being made to get back to neutral. And if you're Lights, you're perhaps thinking about the situation at hand. You're not going to be made to pay for it. It was just a little too close for comfort at the end there, Koopa. But it is Lights going up and catching that second game. And the advantage going to them as we're going into game number 4, but it was not by a lot, Koopa.
No, that was definitely a close one for sure. So, let's see if there's enough left in the tank for Angel to win this in the first set, or if we will see a reset on the hands of Lights.
Yeah, but let's talk about what we saw in that game number 3. Actually, never mind that. We're going to go in straight into the next one, as Lights is going to try to reset this bracket right here and now on Angel's stage counter pick. I have to see what the decision is, and indeed we are going to go back to the battlefield. If Angel wants to take this, they're going to have to take 2 straight games. They were able to take 3 in winner's final, but Lights, well, they flipped the script, and certainly the tone's in the hand of Angel.
Yep, and we'll see if the triplats, will provide better combo, as well as maybe escape from combos for Angel. Because he's sitting on reset point right now. Let's see if he can push it to a game 5, Stu.
An early numerical advantage for Angel, but again, not how you start; it's how you finish. But the ability to accumulate that damage, the catching of the projectiles has just been a little bit more on point, and the ability, the fearlessness to be able to come in with those arc fires, which can often combo into each other, not risking that, knowing how slippery ZSS can be. You just want to get that hit and potentially that confirm and just get out. You're conceding that it might be a bit of a slower game, Koopa, but the reward at the end is more than worth it, as you were seeing right there. That up air catching at the ledge and taking it to 3 stocks to 2 for Angel.
Yeah, no, again, the large arcing hitbox of that up air is absolutely insane, man. So let's see if Angel can continue to push his advantage. And when he's had the lead to play with, too, he's done very, very well.
I mean, it's the pace that Angel has been allowed to set, and certainly something that's a little bit more their speed and less Lights' speed, if we're being completely honest. Lights is going to have to choose their approaches a little bit more carefully, but I mean, again, ZSS being the Ferrari that she is, got to be able to handle her. Lights has been proven to be able to do that. But that connection off the ledge with the projectile, not off the ledge, off of the platform, excuse me. Misspeaking, but when you have stuff like this happening from Angel, Koopa, a little bit easy to get tongue-tied, as Lights seems to be a little tied up themselves here.
Yeah, no, he's definitely crisscrossed right now. Gets to grab.
Absolutely, and oftentimes crisscross will make you want to jump, as ZSS is one to do. Is able to catch that whip and the taunt. Lights trying to get the psychological advantage, as they are one to do. Fair play to them in most instances, and Angel going to connect and try to pile on that damage. That Nair will be the start of it, but it's still only 10% compared to the 133 that Angel has accumulated on this second stock.
Yeah, no, again, if Angel's opting to play the long game too, he's definitely in the advantage to do so.
Yeah, but this, what we're seeing now, that back air on the getup, you want to pitch yourself on that platform, I'm more than cool with that. You are teed up like a ball, and I've got a bat right here, swinging away a la the natural and putting the lights out for this on this game number 4 potentially. But still got one more time to take, don't we?
Is that Kevin Costner?
You're thinking of Cody Green.
There you go.
Yeah.
I'm getting my baseball movies crossed. Anyway, but yeah.
There's been a few of them, to be fair.
There's been a bit.
Yeah.
All right, but Lights trying to get himself back in the thick of things here. Again, having that extra, I guess the extra platform in the middle there, making it a little bit more committal for Lights to commit, to an aerial. Makes things easier for him, but then keeping things competitive and close. That's all you can really ask for.
Oh, Lights. I want to see more soccer movies, just as a quick aside. But either way, that back air, Angel is going to be able to connect. That is a strange hitbox, but an effective one nevertheless. That one, we have not seen Angel miss those back airs much. And you're going to catch Lights right on the dome. We're going to a game 5, and Angel and Lights have been putting on a show for us, but that is a 2-stock statement yet again. We know Lights to have been able to answer these statement games, Koopa, but it's a little bit different when it's your tournament life on the line.
Yeah, not truly bending it like Beckham, on that last stock for sure. Again, man, it's just so much easier when you get to play with a lead against a character like ZSS that, as we've seen in this tournament so far, has excellent tools, to camp. And again, just excellent call out on the ledge roll right there. And again, that down smash hitbox is gnarly, man. It's like it's got that King Dedede like up B effect when you land on the stage and the stars come out. So you definitely have to hold your shield just slightly longer. And so on and so forth. But here we go, folks. We're either going to see a reset or, we all get to go home and get some decent sleep tonight, maybe. But
so I'm just going to say real quick, and this isn't me coming at you, I definitely want more soccer movies for the sole purpose of the typical American response to such a claim to stop being Bend It Like Beckham. Because
I've actually never seen Bend It Like Beckham.
It's not even necessarily bad. It's just kind of like, it's a movie for kids, and like there's so many stories for soccer to be able to tell, and actually want to tell it maybe after this set. We'll have to see how this one ends. I could probably tell you about how Bennett Beckham ends, but that's a thing for kids. We're talking about a party game for grown-ups here.
Yeah, doesn't Nick Fury send him an invite to join the Avengers or something? Is that what happens at the end of that?
Way to just... Now we've spoiled 2 movies. Unbelievable. So, all right, we're just going to go to Town and City for game number 5. And, yeah, all this space kind of telling the story of what Lights wants here, doesn't it?
Yeah, pretty much. So, we'll see if this stage is the equalizer. He did really well on his last game and all tournament, obviously. So, having that extra room to play with as well as that was a rough roll in. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, honestly, I'm not really sure what that what the idea behind that was, but I know what the result was. And right now, Lights, the game plan, the opening gambit's being executed perfectly. I'm kind of liking the sensible fraction that they are putting up here. Only 34 percentage points worth of damage conceded in this first minute. Make that 49 right at the end, but that's just the hit power that Robin provides. You're really only able to get one large hit in, then you're generally in a decent spot. All it takes is one back air just off the stage to potentially close out this first stock, and then you're in pretty decent shape.
Yeah, no, absolutely. But Angel having some ground to make up here. Interesting trading of projectiles right there. So, and see ya.
Yeah, there you go. Or a boost kick, really just kind of interchangeable. It works out either way.
Yeah, so that's a lead right now for Lights. And can we potentially be seeing the long con be played right now or not?
Ooh.
Goodness gracious.
See, everyone has a plan until they get punched in the mouth with a sword. That's the exact quote by Mike Tyson. They just kind of cut out those last 3 words, and I'm never sure why, but nevertheless, it's a relatively even game number 2, and this is the sort of pace that we were kind of becoming accustomed to in the first 2 games, isn't it, Koopa? But a lot more even than it was the first 2 games.
Yeah, no, I agree. And just like that, Angel has got himself back in the lead here. When he's been able to get his grabs and reset neutral and like get his resources on deck, it's been working out really well for him. It's just when Lights has been playing anti-grab, that's when it's been obviously very difficult for him.
Ooh. We did finally see that thing connect. It was always just kind of looming in the background. Was wondering if it was going to be a case of Chekhov's gun or in fact a red herring, but on this but in this play of 5 acts, it finally comes out and makes itself useful, Koopa.
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
But trying to play around, and the range advantage that has been presented by Angel cannot be ignored. But then again, when you are so good at getting in potentially as Lights is, that just shows how good you can make a bad situation.
Yeah. And
now all of a sudden it's Lights on the cusp of resetting this whole bracket.
Yeah, no, it's not looking, it's not ideal right now, but wow, some rough DI on that, gentleman jab. I know it's very strong, but kind of a surprise to see a kill at that part of the stage. But needless to say, though, still no lead right now for Robin, so Angel's definitely gonna have to maybe put his show some urgency a little bit early.
Yeah, but I mean, this is it. Game 5, the tournament is on the line. 1 stock to settle it. We're either going to get a reset or, depending on who you ask, an upset. We've seen Lights in these tournaments before, and we're actually kind of upset a couple of weeks ago by Javi in grand finals at the hands of that Cloud. This was 2 weeks ago, in fact. But as Chris is going to try to establish their dominance at the expense of Angel getting their once and for all revenge on people with swords. But Angel, as we have been seeing, is capable of producing a bit of magic in these bracket runs. They're going to try to reassert themselves as being on winner's side for a reason. Koopa looking for the shot, not finding it.
Yeah, no, Lights has been doing a great job just playing the keep away game, getting his hits whenever he can. We're nearing 2 minutes here. The timeout is definitely something you might have to be thinking about here. I don't think it's going to happen. I think it's Angel's probably going to reach a percent where he's just going to die outright before he loses. Before he gets timed out.
Oh, but then again, you're on your final stock too. If you're Lights, it would be wise to remember that all it takes is a few big hits. If you have that Levin sword in hand, you are more than capable of smacking him around just off stage and maybe even charging up that gigantic blast that has been proven to connect already in that game number 5 to little consequence, Koopa, but connecting nevertheless. Arc Thunder going to be neutralized by the blaster shot. Well done by Lights. That was so... Oh my gosh, I think I saw Lights' life flash before my eyes.
Yeah, no, that could have been a huge missed opportunity right there for Angel. And there we go. We got a reset.
They'll be made to pay for it in excruciating fashion, Koopa. I mean, that's a reset there from Lights. It's a whole new ball game, and that's Angel perhaps going to be ruining some of the missed chances from that one as we're taking a look at the replay.
Yeah, we're taking a look at some highlights from the set. Again, rolling in against DSS, or Tech rolling in. Not good, man. It's definitely not going to do you any favors.
Yeah, we're seeing quite a few of those side Bs coming back down, trying to establish their own range while maintaining the movement. That's sort of the middle ground that I suppose you're going to have to take as the SS. It's just whatever. If that's what's optimal, that's what's optimal. But if you're Angel, you've been playing for quite a bit now against Lights, who's pretty fresh off of losers finals, all things considered. Didn't really do all that much in terms of the score of things. So,
yep.
Yeah, if you can go all night, then maybe that's the case. But that's it's not a sprint anymore, Koopa. We are coming up towards the latter half of a marathon. This is where your training comes into play, and you're testing not just your technical skill, but your mental fortitude as well.
Yeah, and again, that missed opportunity on the up smash, that could have made or break the set right there for Angel. So we're gonna see, potentially another 5 games. It could be 3 games. Who knows? But we are here burning the midnight oil, literally. So.
Yeah, I mean, it's, you know what? I got the 5-hour energy. I was good to go.
I took a nap. I'm good. So I'm comfy.
Hey, fair enough. Folks, if you are down to ruin your sleep schedules along with us, of course, I am just kidding. None of us have sleep schedules anymore. That's just didn't...
I still have a day job. I definitely do have a sleep schedule. I stand correct.
Oh, that's nice. So anyway, we're gonna get right back into it. Game number 1. And that sounded meaner than I intended it to. Sorry. Yeah, let's go back to FD for game number 1, and this is. Remember how long it took last time, so we could be very well in for that. But 40 points on the board already for Lights. And I don't think they're going to be complaining too much about that. This is about the pace of play that you're wanting to establish, except maybe just a little bit quicker. Angel forcing their hand with their play throughout these past 4 games.
Yeah, no, an FD, a stage that Lights won on in the first game. Let's see if it'll make any sort of a difference here for Angel, or if Lights will continue to come out on top here.
Yeah, and we have seen Robin do quite well for themselves in some of these Wi-Fi brackets, especially at DNA and Fusion. So some of these characters, especially really as recently as this past Monday, where we saw Amaryllis making it to grand finals, certainly on the back of that Bayonetta through loser's side, but coming in with some of that Robin play during top 16 as well, and having it feature in grand finals against Zane the Duck Hunt, even though they did ultimately come out on the losing end of it. That Robin featuring pretty prominently throughout the course of that set. So
Robin very commonly featured this week in Jersey Smash for sure.
Yeah, I mean, first in the hands of Amaryllis, and now by Angel. So something to be said about that, Koopa, is this character might need to be reassessed just a little bit.
Ooh, there we go. The up smash, though. That will be, Light's getting stuff on the board here. Again, going to be some typical Robin shenanigans. Just going to throw some projectiles.
Yeah, but I mean, one of the clear advantages that ZSS has over Robin is that speed. They can just come right at you, almost teleporting compared to what Robin is able to do, and you're almost having to rely on that disjoint in the range that this character provides through both the Levin Sword and really just the other magical projectiles that you have at your disposal. It's good luck catching ZSS in midair. You are doing some hardcore skeet shooting there if you are able to catch this moving target. But I mean, that's really kind of the mandate, it seems like, Koopa, is to be able to slow down this ZSS and keep Vertical Sonic from doing the thing.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Ooh, there we go. The back air from across the way. Again, Angel continued to hold on to this lead, man, and that's so huge. Like I said, against players that are more apt to, run the clock. Obviously, the longer you can keep yourself in advantage, the more you're forcing the game to come to you. So
exactly, and now that boost kick could very well equalize, and indeed it does. The efficiency of that second stock perhaps not working out in Angel's favor, as they do work up to a 70-point advantage, and that back air going to provide just a little bit more of an advantage. But Staling, keep in mind, is a thing. They're going to want to save that potentially for the kill. That seems to be Angel's go-to move, as it probably should be if you're a Robin here, Koopa.
Yeah, absolutely. One solid hit away, though. And that Levin there going to do a great job catching 8 Lights on the roll. One more solid hit near the ledge, and that's going to be potentially curtains, for ZSS here.
Yeah, I mean, that back there is pretty much everything that you have. It is just barely not your quickest aerial, and it's easily your best kill option in the air. So you want to catch some of those jumps. That's how you're going to do it. Angel realizing that. I mean, this is just off of the raw frame data alone, excuse me. Yeah, this is what you're mandated to do. Your efficiency with that move is going to be key. You certainly don't want this thing staling. And now at 120, you have to be conscientious with how you're placing it.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Sometimes you got to call it like it is, dude. The back air's nice.
Sure.
Oh, no, I think he might be dead here.
No, you have wind tones. Nice. You're good. Okay. You're chilling. And certainly when you're swinging away like that, well, it should be noted that that forward air ain't all that bad either. So when you have it, especially with Levin Sword, it can scoop you up and knock you out pretty quickly if you have the advantage to deal with the 12-frame startup. So yeah, that's game number 1 going to Angel. This is the advantage that they probably could have used in the last set. Now it's all a matter of how well you take advantage of it.
Yes, sir. Absolutely. So game 1. Going to Angel there again, trying to right the ship after losing that the first set in 5 games.
Yeah, so it seems. So now it's a question of how are you dealing with not just the projectiles to deal in neutral, but really to cover the options in general that ZSS has. Coming off of ledge or really coming back down, especially as we've seen like doing, trying to deploy that plasma whip to extend their range of landing just a little bit as we're going to Pokemon Stadium for game number 2. I'm not really sure what Lights' answer is here. So I don't know. What do you see them doing to adjust to the changes that Angel has made in the second set?
It's hard to say, man. They've both been pretty evenly matched so far. It's just a matter of, who's I think the stage obviously plays a big factor in it, but I also think it's just, Lights picking the right time to turn the gas on versus not. Again, getting the lead against these slower, more methodical characters is just so important. And when you don't have the lead and you're forced to play on the back foot, you're forced to push a little bit more because you're not winning the numbers game, then it just makes it that much harder for you. So.
Don't get me wrong. I am inclined to agree, especially, and really it's a testament of how well Angel has been playing, certainly catching him with that shot there. That's going to take stock number 1. And again, able to land it in that game number 5. Finally, it's able to take a shot, that big old beam coming from the tome of Robin. But building up all that damage so quickly, you're building up almost a full stock advantage, Koopa. I just kind of wonder, though, if you're Lights, it's not that I disagree with your assessment, Koopa. I just find it, I don't know, I feel like that's just a bit nihilistic, where it's just you decide whether or not to turn it on or you don't, and if you guess wrong, you die. I'm just not really sure. Is that really what it comes down to? Has Angel garnered that much of a mental advantage there?
I don't. It could be. It could be that. It could also be just maybe ledge trap a little bit better. Be a little bit more aware of when you're jumping and getting off the ledge against Robin, because Robin at the ledge is, again, a very, very strong character. So, mixing up your ledge game is obviously going to be important and stuff. So, let's see if it. We'll see what the difference is made here. Like I said, they've both been so evenly matched so far. It's hard to really see where one, person struggling with not. There we go. Oof.
I mean, there you go. You're talking about catching people at ledge. I mean, often the game is dictated in neutral, and it's not just a conversation anymore. It is a full-on 5 points debate. So eventually, you're going to have to be able to catch those options and utilize the confirms. Sometimes it really is as easy as that down smash into boost kick, but setting up into that and reestablishing that as your dominant strategy, Koopa, may well be the key that unlocks Angel in this true finals.
Yeah, but right now it is Lights that is up by a stock right now, and continuing to to press. One more solid hit from Angel will at least even things up stock wise, but Lights generating a big lead right now.
Yeah, but we're approaching the final stock, presumably final stock situation, and there we go. Okay, 3 taunts in a row is a little much, Angel. I get that you're playing Lights, but come on now. Have some decorum, young man. All right, either way, Angel.
I've actually never heard the male Robin taunt. That was very interesting.
What, you didn't hear it throughout the course of Winners Final? Is that what you're thinking? Or?
I mean, I'm sure I did. It's just so weird for me because not a lot of people play male Robin.
Fair. So, yeah, I think.
Whoa! Okay.
Ooh, catching that and sending Lights into the corner, and that's about where you needed to go if you wanted to survive. You can never take those chances with a character as light as ZSS. I understand that. Arcfire barely missing the ledge makes you wonder if that was calculated, trying to catch a jump. But that's Angel going to be ceding stage control, if only for now. And as the line gets pushed back towards the mid-stage, that was the bait, and the Plasma Whip is deployed, trying to hook their prey. The heels are going to be coming out, yeeting the feet, and Light going to catch the last stock of Angel off stage, going where Eagles nair, and that is game number 2, and we are tied up at 1.
Yeah, again, that was just great edge guard coverage from Lights. Resources were exhausted. From Angel, he's forced to recover low, and ZSS, like I said, having such a high natural jump that all she has to do is just time it right and throw out an aerial. Then there you go.
And now we are going to we're going to see a perhaps switch intact here from Angel. I don't think it was. I think the Robin can work. The question is, how much do you really want to? Do you really want to chance that? You want to make. You want to make Lights adjust to you and not the other way around potentially on the on your last game. But having faith in the Robin, going to try to tip their scales in their favor. As we're going to FD yet again for game number 3, trying to replicate the success that they found on the stage in game number 1. It's their stage counter pick this time and saying, you know what? Before you were enjoying this quite a bit, but this is my house you're stepping into, and it is on you to try to get me out of it.
Yeah, no, for sure. And Angel did win on this stage. Obviously the first game, but Lights also did very well on the stage in the first set of Grand. So, this is definitely a stage where, it's definitely falls more into the even category. But
yeah, but it may well just come down to execution, as you mentioned, Koopa. I mean, not even just the coin flip stuff that it just comes down to sometimes. It really is just reading and reacting to the situation. And oftentimes when you're playing a character that with the neutral, with the options just coming out of the gate that ZSS does, where you're just kind of bursting into their face and dictating the pace of the play with your buttons from that close range. I mean, it can feel like a guessing game sometimes, and when you're when that Robin deploys the shield, you don't want to be counterpunched on with that Levin sword. That is well noted, but at the same time, it's high risk and high reward. That reward, Koopa, may well be worth it, and certainly within the sights of Lights now, as they are just 2 games away from tournament victory at a losers.
Yeah, and looking awfully strong in this game right now. So, ooh, there you go.
Gotta appreciate a show of strength where you see it, and Lights showing a little bit of intestinal fortitude here, going to catch him with that nair, and yeah, that they've been keeping their distance rather well, all things considered. Whether it be for that nair or certainly for those plasma whips, as they will draw first blood in this game number 3. Angel gonna try to get it back, and they will, catching the jump with the Levin sword. We were talking about the importance of that ledge play, Koopa, and you called it correctly.
Yeah, no, again, being able to cover ZSS from the ledge is huge, and Robin's been shown to be able to do it pretty well so far. So nice catch in the down air with the Arc Thunder, from Angel. Getting some very nice damage, just like that, through the table turned.
Yeah, Lights perhaps doing well to stay away from being above the stage in that particular instance, trying to slow down the momentum of Angel and maybe see and study what buttons they were going to go for. No surprise that Angel opted for back air there, and that's something that Lights is going to have to keep in mind. That back air is deadly, and the proof of such being shown right there. Lights down to their last stock in this game number 3.
All right, so let's see if Angel can continue this momentum, get himself into advantage going into game 4, or if we'll see another comeback from Lights too.
It's certainly not out of the realm of possibility now, is it? It's one of those things that you have to utilize that negative space, that ever important negative space, especially on FD, the paralyzer. Certainly one way of doing it, and you're going to follow that up into the boost kick to collect that stock. This is as manageable a position as you could have asked for if you're Lights, Koopa.
Yeah, so let's see if, what we'll give here, Stu. Ooh, very nice stuff right there from Angel, but Lights answering back almost immediately.
They're trading blows in the middle of the ring. It's kind of bouncing off the ropes, turning into just an absolute smorgasbord of haymakers, and that one singular up air is going to take it to about as even as you will see it for the rest of this game. I could only imagine. Unless, of course, the back air sending them off. Gonna catch him with the and there you go, a shot through the heart, and Angel is to blame.
Yes, sir. Excellent stuff right there from Angel. So that's a game 1 on Lights' counter pick, so he's going to have to win again 2 straight games to win this tournament. And again, just an excellent catch right there, with the arc fire to the Thoron. So let's see if we're probably going to enter the stage change here. Lights has been favoring Town and City, so that could be a potential landing spot for us for this potential last game of the night, Stu.
Yeah, and really, what is it that separates the champions from the runners-up? Being able to win on counter picks. How are you going to deal not just with Lights? Because, yeah, you did well on FD, and certainly it was a victory well earned. But at the same time, now you got to win with Lights picking the stage, and you have not been able to consistently do that. It's the whole reason why you were at Game 2 1-1 to begin with. So, as Lights is going to be made to think about their stage selection, and it's actually going to be, that's Lights that's kind of hanging out in the middle of the ring. We're going to see exactly what the deliberation is on the outside, as it's going to be Angel rolling out thus far, but impressive stuff at this juncture. I have to say, the 70th ranked Wi-Fi player in the world, but Lights, no slouch themselves as we're going into this game number 4. We'll have to see what that hubbub was all about.
Oh, wow.
Indeed, we are going to Unova. Take us into the mind of Lights here, Koopa.
Well, obviously a very similar-ish layout to Pokemon Stadium. Having a little bit of a shorter ledge to cover. There's also the added space that DSS will be able to cover, from ledge to platform. There's less real estate there, so, there's potential for better ledge trapping, but at the same time, all those things also account for Robin as well. So, we don't really see this stage in many other areas that isn't this neck of the woods, and that was a huge opportunity on a missed punish right there from Angel, as Lights just boost kicks right in front of him. So, but right now it is Angel coming out the gates, guns a-blazing here, in the early stretches of this game, Stu.
Yep. And now it's going to be a flip kick, going to try to position themselves at ledge, ceding center stage control for just the moment. But, you sometimes got to use it to get right back. It's one of the utility that move allows you, along with being one of the most deadly tools in the arsenal of Zero Suit Samus. As they go up 3 stocks to 2, does Lights, again, trying to raise their flag on top of Mount DNA, and being the 10th ranked Wi-Fi player in the world, you're kind of expected to perform at this level.
Yeah, no, getting flushed by the flip kick right there is exactly what Lights needed right there. But Angel, again, has been doing a really good job at the ledge against DSS, so, potentially that could be an area where he does really well here.
Now, Lights trying to reestablish themselves as the alpha male in this particular set, but you're sitting at 3 stocks to 2. You're realizing that the game is slowed down. The burden is on Angel to pick it up, and pick it up they do in the form of forward air. They're going to go to 2 stocks apiece. Nice little gap that Lights has created for themselves, but all it takes is 2 swings of 11 sword. Now maybe 3 or 4 to even it up.
Yeah, what's the numbers?
Yeah, exactly. They're ever so willing to change. So nothing lasts forever. So
yeah, again, both players have shown that they're very adept at being able to make these comebacks.
Yeah, no, they're not unwilling to get their hands dirty. I think that they have shown that throughout the course of this set. However, we're going to this the final stages of this game, the back half, if you will. That Paralyzer has been doing so well to neutralize Arc Thunders in the at least on the flat ground. Yeah, Burial on the platform into flip kick. That's as true as it's going to get. And now Angel on their final stock. They need to even this up as quickly as they possibly can. Nosferatu, certainly a start.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Lights 1 game away from sending this into our 10th game of the grand finals, Stu.
Yeah, but Angel is going to have to clean this up if they want a chance of claiming tournament glory on this fourth game. I mean, I don't know if they want to pick another one. Now, granted, they have the... Oh, I don't know if they want to have to choose another stage.
Oh!
Arc Thunder straight to the face is going to pick up the... going to take lights down to their tournament stock. So that security that you had is gone. And now you're just going to have to settle for Darian on the middle of the stage to try to bounce Angel up into other potential combo scenarios. I don't know. Angel makes you wonder if they figured it out. Only Providence can direct it from here, Koopa.
Yeah, again, I don't know if Lights is also going to give Angel that chance to, he's been shown he has no problem kind of circle camping, putting the brakes on things. Ooh, Jesus Christ.
I wonder if that was the right option. I get that you're at distance, but my goodness, that flip kick is not going to be punished by Nosferatu. And again, Angel, it's a game of pixels, isn't it, Koopa? You're that close to the opportunity, and yet you're not getting it. And now you're being made to pay for it. Carried almost to the ledge on the brink of death is Angel at 121. And if you're Angel, you have a lot of ground to make up.
Yeah, and it's definitely going to be a hard-fought battle here. We could potentially be looking at a fifth game in this reset. But again, crazier things have happened, man. Angel almost made a comeback, in the first set, but we'll see if he has anything left in the tank here. He's got a good amount of more than 100% to make up here, with not much time left.
Yeah, and Lights, methodically paced as ever. No real reason when you got 90 seconds left to try to put your own behind on the line. Now it's going to be them kind of moving, I guess, is for lack of a better term. I do believe it's the scientific term, to be fair.
Yes, the Webster term for sure.
The 11 sword is going to be thrown. Angel kind of piling on the damage slowly but surely is going to get grabbed and thrown off of the stage at 151. Is not going to provide the kill, but you get tilted, and then you're going to get down smash, not going to 2-frame, however.
Having to be very careful here. Angel is, or Lights is reaching that danger percent where, a stray aerial smash attack from Robin could result in death form. Still refusing to say die, but 44 seconds left on the clock, Stu.
Yep, and still hanging around is Angel, hanging tough, and one wayward approach is going to spell a Game 5 in the future. It's going to be Angel. Burden is on them to tip the scales at 84%, perhaps in range for a decent kill option, or at least one hit away. But getting it is going to be easier said than done, especially with 20 seconds left. The end is in sight. The light at the end of the tunnel, if you will, for King. As we're going to see this game number 5, King Chris has absolutely no reason to engage, and you are just swinging away if you are Light, or if you're an Angel, excuse me. That is going to be the second timeout victory on stream for Light as we go to game number 5 to settle the score. It is Angel's stage pick, and they've been quite successful on those. But if you're Lights, you've been hanging tough this far. You're not about to give up now.
Sorry, I was blowing my nose. I had myself muted.
Oh, don't worry about it. I actually didn't see it. I had this full screen. But, yeah, the details of this set being what they are, it's a decent game plan by Lights, and you can't help but commend its effectiveness.
Yeah, no, it's definitely been a hard fought set for both these guys.
Yeah, so as we're seeing this game 5 come to fruition once again, I'd like to thank you all for watching. We're hanging on. It is, I don't know if you're watching the VOD, and definitely check out the YouTube channel, youtube.com/Masterhand Gaming. But if you are watching the VOD, I just wanted to have this for context. We are kicking off this game number 5 at 12:40 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. This is where champions are made. Real gamer hours, real champion hours as we go to Smashville, stepping into the octagon for game number 5. This is going to be a bloodbath.
Yeah, no, I believe this is the first time Smashville's making an appearance in either grand finals. So,
yeah, I believe you're right, actually. So obviously, not one of the things that you would think to be denoting of the style of play for either one of these characters. I can only imagine, however, that it favors DSS. So take us into the mind of Angel here.
So here's my theory. This could be like a long con counter pick, or maybe Angel's kind of looking at stages that he hasn't tried yet. I think a smaller stage like Smashville at least makes things like, the timeout scenarios easier because there are less places to run. There's only one platform you have to worry about that sits in the middle of the stage, so it at least makes those like late game scenarios maybe a little bit more manageable. At the same time, though, it is a small stage, and DSS can cover space very well too. So we'll see how it all shakes out here, Stu.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I have seen my share of DSS on Smashville prior to this game, let me say, but. You thought that you were safe because you DI'd in the corner. You're trying to get down as fast as you can so you can set up your recovery. Light says no. You don't get that luxury. This is why I am more than happy with you picking this stage. And it will go up 3 stocks to 2, drawing first blood in this game number 5. And as they're going to exert stage control, will Angel eventually, those arc fires, what did I say about them comboing into each other? It'll be the forward air that finishes it off.
Yeah, but again, getting the grounded hit of the flip jump, I'm not able to get much out of it. And again, man, the longer the Angel stays in disadvantage, the worse it's going to be for him in the end game. So, definitely going to have to, find respite somewhere. Having that coverage of the center platform definitely, aids whoever's camping under it. Obviously, probably more so in Angel's favor because DSS is naturally going to approach more from that aerial 45-degree angle. So,
well, I mean, as we're approaching, it makes you wonder just how much is going to loom large in these next stocks too, because at some point you start catching on, Koopa.
Yeah. Ooh. Okay. Landing on the platform there, and big damage coming out. From that small combo into the 11 swords.
Oh, just like that. Your lead is gone. That up air is proven to be so effective, and if you try to land on top of it, guess what, Angel? That's exactly when they turn into a demon, and they have been proven to be nothing short of a thorn in the side of Lights throughout this entire set to the tune of 9 games. Even though Lights did get the reset, it has been an absolutely gargantuan task for Lights to garner an advantage in this set. They have not been able to do so, and they will indeed be taken down to their last stock. Angel now trying to keep this momentum going, trying to pile up momentum, but again, you're flip kicking so much. At what point does it become a matter of timing for Angel?
Yeah, no, for sure, man. And if there's ever an opportunity for Angel to, make the most of this, now. He's really kind of cracked the code on DSS and disadvantage in this last game.
Jab going to get Angel off the stage, sitting at 112%. But this is as good an opportunity as you could have asked for, and now you're sending him off the stage with that back air. You're going to catch the arc fire at the air, and it's the forward air that's going to do it. Angel flying high on true final. They'll take it by a score of 3-2 after the reset.
Yeah, no, that was an excellent performance right there. Listen, man, that pocket Smashville pick, it could have been a secret comfort pick this whole time for Lights. And he was like, oh, yeah, that stage exists. I forgot about that. So, no, that was an excellent performance right there. And what was a long tournament between these two. If you take a look at the highlights from that last game, they were excellently fought on both sides.
Absolutely. No, I mean, the thing is that we were talking about the potential that this matchup presented. And I don't know if I was expecting 3 successive stocks for a 2-stock victory to be what was going to come of it. But Angel, as soon as that first stock was lost, saying, I'm done playing games. You are not going to get a single thing off of me. And that is what it takes to become a champion. 3 straight stocks off of the 10th ranked Wi-Fi player in the world, Angel, strutting their stuff and proving that if there's an opportunity, there's a way to win.
Yeah, absolutely, man. And that's going to be it for our little tournament tonight. We appreciate you guys, joining us into the wee hours of the night, depending on what part of the world you come from. So before we get out of here, though, we got some advertisements for you guys at home. So
absolutely,
starting off with the United.EXE League Federation. Start your career in esports today, earning opportunities available for players, commentators, organizers, live producers, and more. MHG, a founding partner in the UAF.GG. You can check out all the information as well as payout inquiries on discord.link/UEF.
Absolutely. And if you've enjoyed this, folks, we've got all sorts of crazy action. In terms of Mario Kart, some of the same characters, except they're in a kart. So, Nintendo Circuit, it's our Mario Kart 8 DX online weekly, 12 races every Sunday. It starts at 7 p.m., goes over to 8. That's the tournament code right there. You just enter it in, and you are racing. We got some of the people racing in the chat. Shout-outs to all of you. Give yourselves a round of applause. Yep. We will see you right here on Master Hand Gaming.
Stu already called me out. I will be commentating this weekend, and we're going to be recording probably another podcast this weekend, the Gloves Off podcast, the flagship podcast for MHG, starring myself, Chris CX, as well as a rotating gaggle of guests. Last week's episode is live on YouTube, where we talked about the PS5 reveal, the Mario anniversary, the 3D All-Stars collection, as well as some other things. We're going to have some, another fun news week coming up, as we got some Zelda news coming out this weekend. So stay tuned for that. You can check out all of the podcasts on sloudcom.com/MHGGo, as well as on YouTube and on Spotify if you search up Master Hand Gaming. So you guys can check all that out. And of course, Fusion.EXE, the other online tournament we run here in the Garden State, free online bracket every Monday. You can check out the details of Smash.GG/Fusion for your Melee and Super Smash Bros. Ultimate needs.
Yeah, so, and of course, our friends across the Hudson River, every single Wednesday, they run a little thing called Xeno Wi-Fi. The House of 3000 has been holding it down in NYC for years upon years on end. And they're doing it online now. So it's limited to the tri-state region. That's both in gaming and out, New Jersey, New York, Connecticut, and Pennsylvania. So LAN adapters only. Grab your LAN adapters, grab your controllers, and bring your A game, because the House of 3000 demands nothing less. Every single Wednesday. That's every single Wednesday. Free entry, and you're going to want to go and register smash.gg/Xeno Wi-Fi. Follow Koopa at KoopaNJ. Follow Chris Elodian at Chris Elodian, and myself at Stu the Announcer. The final score, once again, it was a true finals reset, and it came down to the very edge. But Angel spreading their wings and flying high on top of bracket, taking down Lights by a score of 3-2. And that's going to do it for us. For all of us here at Master Hand Gaming, I'm Stu the Announcer.
And I'm Koopa. See you guys there.
Yeah, and wishing you good night. And folks, if you are, in case you ever forget, your life matters, and so do your neighbors. So look out for each other, rage on, and until we meet again, happy smashing.
Wear a mask.